to the GSL Code S. Bottom left. KT Rollster. It is
MyuNgSiK.
I wasn't sure which one of us was going to do that one.
Okay. I'll do the next one.
Okay. Do it, Artosis.
Top right. Yoey Flash Wolves.
Leenock.
Nicely done, Artosis.
Thanks. I tried to copy you.
Because I made a grammatical mistake in mine. I said it is, but it's not an it, it's a person, so it's he is. Unless I was talking about the Nexus.
MyuNgSiK is a Protoss, all right? We don't know.
Good point.
Okay, so tell me, both these guys have dyed hair. Do you like both their hairs?
Actually, I do.
Yeah?
I really do. I think MyuNgSiK suits him very well, and the same is true of Leenock. When he first dyed it, I was a little bit skeptical, but it's grown on me.
I think Leenock could do anything, it would grow on me. The kid is like infectious in like how nice he is, how skilled he is, how funny he is. He's like, he's one of these ultimate humans, one of these flying men that you hear so much about.
What's a flying? All I know is a Protoss player flying. I don't know.
No, a flying man is like a man that is superior to other men because he can fly, such as Leenock.
Leenock can't fly.
He's a flying man, Wolf. You just don't get it. If Tasis was here, he would get it.
So
Leenock is a flying man.
Does he have feathers?
No, what? Why would a flying man have feathers?
Anyways, is Leenock technically
He's a superior human, Wolf.
Well, is he technically a man? Because he's still pretty young. I mean,
He's
is he
a flying
man yet?
man. Well, that's part of the reason why he is a flying man. It's because he is so young.
I've never seen him fly, Artosis.
You don't need to see him fly to be a flying man.
Well, I'm not a flying man. I don't need to see him fly to be a flying man because I'm not a flying man.
I know you're not a flying man.
I can't fly, Artosis. I don't know what you're getting at.
Flying has nothing to do with being a flying man.
Well, that's pretty weird.
You say that, but it's not. Ask Tasis about flying men sometimes. He'll tell you about it. He can explain it better than I.
Is this a religion or something?
No, there's people that are flying men. That's it.
All right.
They're just superior humans. It's like, you know.
All right. Well, I mean, Leenock certainly is a superior StarCraft II player, that's for sure. Insanely good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, Flying Man Leenock's going fast third base, but again does not this time feel comfortable to go double hatch before pool. Doesn't always do that. He's usually more so taking the gas, though, before he does this, rather than just trying to be safe. But I guess he's down in the series, so not a bad choice.
Here's to put it into better terms for you. You know a nerd baller?
Yeah.
A flying man is the step above a nerd baller. Like, for instance, Nada is a flying man.
Okay.
Right? Like, yeah, there you go.
Is Boxer a flying man?
Boxer was maybe the first flying man.
Okay.
There you go.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
I didn't know Boxer could fly.
It has nothing to do with flying. You just don't get it. Oh, my God. Let's talk about this game.
All right, so he has the core done now. Likely to see a Stargate. Actually, as I say it, there it goes.
Yeah.
And there go those drones. A big transfer there from main.
And, of course, Leenock going to have a very solid economy coming in. I wonder what style MyuNgSiK will go for here. Because he does have a lot of different Stargate styles, you know.
I think Void Ray Colossus is the best way to go on this map.
You think so?
Yeah, if you're going Stargate as an opening.
Okay, so like open with an Oracle?
Oracle.
Or do you like to go like Phoenix and then later on switch into Voids?
I like the Oracle opening because
Okay.
it's a really comfortable way to hold the third base on this map. If you get the damage output of that Oracle for defense against the
like
Lings.
If they make Lings, you bring it home.
Especially like against somebody like Leenock. You know, with how Leenock plays his matchups, sometimes he just goes so heavy in the Lings. Might as well call him Leenock.
Ooh.
They have wings actually, like, you know, like a flying man.
Oh my, Wolf. Oh my. All right. Well, it turns out MyuNgSiK disagrees with you. He wants to go Phoenixes here.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He is the master of Phoenixes.
yes. And see what he can get done with those. Gonna go into 3 gates. The funny thing about this is a Protoss player once called flying was really good at this Phoenix in the 4-gate with +1.
Yeah.
He killed Stefano with it once, and he actually did that build really, really well. I think we might see that.
I kind of miss flying, to be honest.
Me too. I thought he actually had a lot of potential. I was really disappointed that he quit.
Yeah.
He was one of the best players to switch, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was very, very cheesy, but very strong as well.
He had some really, really
very
good
nice
timings.
Kid. I lived with him for a long time. So,
let's
see what he's going to choose to do here.
Double Stargate.
I wonder if he's actually going to do a MyuNgSiK build here. And, you know, one of the first builds MyuNgSiK bounced onto the scene with involved a lot of Phoenixes and some gateway units as an attack.
Yeah.
And it was, like, really, really super strong.
He just, like, fought Hydras with his Phoenixes straight up.
Yeah, because he had, like, 12 or 13. He had 13, in fact. Remember, I watched that game, like, 100 times. When you absolutely would not expect. Oh, man, everything just went wrong. The Queen lived in everything. Oh, MyuNgSiK.
Could have just lifted it one more time, you know?
Yeah, he definitely, I think he just wasn't watching. He's like clicking around very quickly right now.
He might be like going back at home and chrono boosting and stuff. It's hard to chrono boost on the mini-map.
So he's showing 5 Phoenixes right now, and I think he's going to pool the rest. And this is actually, his original build showed 5 and pooled the rest, but he got the extra Stargates after the 3rd Nexus. So a little bit different, but not too much. And, you know, this was actually like almost a year ago now that he first showed this build.
Yeah.
So, but this is definitely the updated version of this build, I would say. See how many Phoenixes he's making is actually kind of crazy. And it is forcing Hydras out of Leenock. And the thing is, you don't want to overmake Hydras because, you know, your opponent's probably going Colossi, right? Yeah. So the thing is, you'll move out with those Hydras and maybe Roaches, Lings, whatever with it, and then suddenly 2.5 times more Phoenixes come out and kill every Hydra, and you have no anti-air, and your army gets destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically... there was another composition that was like this back in Wings of Liberty. I think it was just basically just massing Phoenixes, not as precisely as this, where you want to get your opponent to make Hydras, and then, you know, before people figured out that you could defend with Spores and Queens really easily, people were just making Hydras every time against the Phoenixes, and then, you know, having some real trouble dealing with that Colossus switch. Now, you can actually just fight this, and he will.
Yeah, force field some of them in, and these Phoenixes will come up and kill absolutely everything. And wow, more Phoenixes coming down. Thank you, says MyuNgSiK. Moving forward now, and this is just so similar to that old build.
It's just so tough to respond to this if you haven't scouted it, and even if you do scout it, it's hard to be prepared for it because you know,
Phoenixes can snowball.
Yeah, most people don't play like this, so you're not going to expect to see something like this.
Like in this situation, look at this. He's pulling back the Phoenixes that are getting targeted by this one Spore. If this was like Symbol or Hyun, they might have a shot right now because they'd have 2 Spores here, but just one he can just completely ignore. In fact, 2 he might be able to ignore even with this. It's like ridiculous. Look at this. Spore Crawler, who cares? Yeah. It's like, I'm just going to kill everything and then I'll leave, and you'll kill like 1 Phoenix. Looks like he lost during that entire thing 2 Phoenixes. Yeah, okay, he did. 2 Phoenixes. Wow. Look at the damage he's done. Like, so ridiculous.
Leenock has to make so many more Overlords actually too. He's re-droning pretty heavily right now, which makes another attack by ground pretty scary. He's going to double Colossus, which is going to be great against Infestors, which is probably what Leenock would like to get out against this. But I think that he might just be dead.
Well, with the amount of Overlords he's losing, this is so hard to replenish. He's had to make more Spores, and oh god, he doesn't
no
even
Spores
have
at this base, not a single one. Every drone needs to be a Spore. Well, too bad, a bit too slow.
Only 1.
He could actually go turn around and kill that Queen. I think. Yeah,
I think he's just busy jumping back to base and macroing at that point. I mean, 12 Hydras out, but still.
He can actually just go kill those. With his Phoenixes too. I don't know if he has enough energy left. But
yeah, I think he's almost out of lifts. Like, he'll basically always have at least 1 lift because he has so many that, you know, just the speed of the regeneration, it's going to be hard to have them all completely empty. But, I mean, he's going into Colossus from here, Wolf.
I mean, double Colossi and Voids.
The thing is, you have to make something that can deal with these, and whatever deals with these, unless this Corruptors doesn't deal with Colossus, but he's also
so expensive to deal with this too, and then if you just switch out of it, it's
you can't do it either, because it's like if they just make Voids behind this, because the Corruptors already have so much to kill.
Yeah.
Like the Corruptors would be so overtaxed here. Leenock would have to be like, he'd have to have so many corruptors for it to make a difference. It's not even realistic.
Against such a good player like Leenock, too, just watching this dismantle him, just simply because it's so shocking, makes me really want to try this on the ladder.
I mean, if they don't see it coming, if you do the first engagement, what's important is the first engagement against the Hydras. If you crush the Hydras in the first one, it snowballs crazily. If they, like, somehow get enough Hydras together and you don't, and they start picking off a bunch of Phoenixes, then suddenly you feel like you're very, very bad.
Yeah.
Which StarCraft tends to do to a lot of
That's what
people.
it makes you feel like when you're losing.
Yeah, certainly. In fact, oftentimes when winning, you can feel quite bad as well. When you look at
Feel
like your
guilty.
bank and like what your bases look like, and you think of the GSL games you watched the day before, you're like, oh my god, like I'm just not even good.
Well, there are a lot of Void Rays to supplement these Phoenixes now. Some fake Colossi coming in here as well, so it's harder to target. Gets a fake one there. See, that was pretty handy. Drone's running away from that base, I believe. I think they were just trying to escape there.
Now look at this. He does have 16 Corruptors, so this is actually really, really nice. But with 4 Voids and that many Phoenixes and all these Colossi that are fake, again, these Corruptors are a bit overtaxed for targets. This is going to be pretty hard for them to actually kill what they need to kill.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to hold here. The Mothership Core goes down. That's pretty handy. But the thing is, he doesn't have to win the game right now.
To be honest, what I want to see is MyuNgSiK actually turn around for a little bit. He's killing the 4th base. You know, if he just waits for a few more Void Rays and stuff, I think his army's like invincible. But he's deciding to push forward, and it's most likely just going to roll through anyways.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he doesn't have Blink. If he had Blink, that would be like already done. But
yeah,
I think it's just already. He's just going to attack, move here, and it's over.
Silly me thinking he had to move back. MyuNgSiK looking so ridiculously strong here today.
Way too much damage done with those Phoenixes. Way too many Overlords killed. The drones killed. The Hydra's killed. The Phoenix is just having ultimate value. They're killing the Queens, eliminating the Larva, which then he was spending on even Overlords, which cost him so much money. And with no Larva to continue to produce units, can't make enough Corruptors quickly enough.
How cool is it to make GSL Code S crush through 2 great opponents with a completely original build and style, completely your own? How
awesome.
He is a nerd baller.
I thought he was a flying man.
No.
What is that, Leenock?
Oh my god. All right, so MyuNgSiK goes to Code S. Leenock going to have to wait for the winner of Fantasy and Emotion, which we will see.